Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I think about 2 weeks ago, I did a first impressions video on the Flower Beauty makeup line. It is Drew Barrymore's makeup line. You can buy it at Ulta, you can buy it at Walmart, and you can get it at flowerbeauty.com. But I didn't try the foundation, and that's what you guys actually wanted to know the most about. So I decided I was gonna do a first impressions and wear test, and Flower Beauty was kind enough to sponsor my video and send me the products for this video. So thank you to Flower Beauty. And I just have to say, they earned a lot of respect from me and a lot of bonus points, because when we were discussing doing the video, they said give your 100% honest feedback no matter what. No matter what it is, we're going to sponsor your video, but be truthful, because not only will that help you guys, but helps them with their product development too, and maybe what they need to think about or reconsider. So I just wanted to make a point of saying that, because not every brand is like that. I just thought it was really cool of them that they said, you know, no matter what your feelings are, say it. Like, let us know how it is. So even though this video is sponsored, I will be giving you guys my full 100% honest truth on the makeup. I'm going to wear it all day. It's about a little after 8 a.m. right now, and I actually have a lot to do today. I'm going to film some other videos. I have to go grocery shopping, so this is going to be quite the wear test. I'm going to check back in with you guys after my day and let you know how it went. So let's just get started. Let me show you what they sent me. So the very first thing is this Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. It's supposed to smooth and blur, give you a long-lasting makeup wear, and it is mattifying, which is great because I'm oily combination skin. I also have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. We're going to be trying that, as well as the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Concealer, Full Coverage Concealer. And then, of course, we have the setting powder. Again, it's from the Light Illusion line. I guess that's the name of their foundation collection. And this is what I'm going to use to set my makeup. So let's go ahead and start with the primer. So like I said, it's supposed to smooth and blur, fill in your pores, and keep you matte, which would be fantastic for me. But oh, it's green. I didn't expect it to be green. But that could be super handy if you suffer from redness at all, which, as you guys know, I do have acne, so I could always use a little brightening, a little color correcting. But I don't like color correctors that are like overly aggressive and over tinted. But this one I can't even see the green, which is actually pretty nice. Feels very soft. What I'm noticing and what I like about it is that when I rub it in, it's not like balling up. You know how some primers do on top of your moisturizer? You can kind of feel it like balling up. It's not doing that with this, so that's kind of nice. So next, let's try out the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. This is supposed to be a buildable coverage. It says luminous makeup and a nude skin feel, so it shouldn't be too heavy. It promises all-day wear, and it has an SPF 18 in it, which is really great. And again, it is supposed to be illuminating, so we should see some dewiness in this. I'm wondering how that's going to last throughout the day. Will I still have a glow? How does this open? Okay. Oh, it's a pump! Thumbs up for a pump. You gotta love that. I will say the first thing I noticed when I was checking out the colors on the website is that I do hope that they expand their shade range. They have about 12 shades right now, and mine is in the shade Nude. So hopefully this is right. It's kind of hard to choose when you're just looking online, but I thought Nude would be best. So I'm just gonna start blending this on my face with my blender. And they do have a foundation brush and a blending sponge that you can also pick up in stores or on their website. First application, that's a lot of coverage. I'm starting to see that glow. Like when I look around, I can kind of see it. I'm so excited for this video. I'm really interested to see how long this foundation is going to last. I can't remember the last time I did a foundation wear test. It's been a few years, and this is something I really want to get back into doing. So I'm excited to start with this foundation that I've never tried before, and it's relatively new to the makeup market, so hopefully you guys were curious about this as well. So far, it is blending in very, very well. I don't feel it. It doesn't feel heavy. It does feel breathable, but that is just my first layer. And I typically like 1 to 2 layers, usually 2 layers, because I do have acne scars that I like to try and cover up. And again, this is the shade Nude. I could have probably afforded to go 1 shade lighter. We will see if it oxidizes at all. I'm gonna blend it down onto the neck. It probably will be great for when I'm using self-tanner, which is most of the time. I don't have any on right now. And as we're getting closer to the summer months, it'll probably work out a little bit better around then. Wow, I really do see the luminous of it. I'm just gonna pull my hair back so we can like really get in here. And they do say it's supposed to give you a weightless feel. It shouldn't be too cakey or heavy. So far, I don't notice a feeling of it, but sometimes that does change throughout the day for me, especially once we add concealer and powder. who only knows how it's gonna feel. So we will see. But at this point of just foundation, it feels pretty good. What I'm also noticing is I like how fast it's kind of drying down. I don't like foundation, especially dewier foundations, more luminous ones like this one, that stay wet for too long, because I don't always like to put powder on my makeup, especially if I'm just gonna be doing quick errands and running around. So it does seem to set fairly quickly. I think if I were to purchase this, I would try a lighter shade. What I'm liking is it did really, really cover the redness I have around my mouth. I have really bad dry patches around my mouth right now, and that covered it up without any concealer, which I like. I am really, really happy with that coverage. I would say it's buildable to full coverage for sure. So far, I'm not noticing any creasing in my forehead, which always happens to me. You guys know in my videos, I get creasing up there really, really bad. Let's keep watching that, and let's move on to the concealer. So as I said, this is the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer by Flower Beauty. I have mine in the shade Light, so this is probably what I should have got for my foundation too. My mistake. This concealer is supposed to be high coverage, soft radiance, dark circle diffusing illumination. It also has soothing and anti-inflammatory properties, which is kind of cool, especially if you're going to be using it under the eyes. I'm always a little puffy in the morning. I don't know about you guys. And they say this is supposed to be weightless. So I think I'm a great test of that, because I get creasing like no other. That is really pigmented. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting it to have so much pigment. I probably wouldn't have used so much. So I'm just going to apply it in my little triangle area like normal. Feels very soft. It's like really silky, like smooth. I don't know how to describe it. And a little down the nose just for highlighting purposes. I'm also going to take some on the chin. Kind of break that up a bit, since I probably should have gotten a shade a little bit lighter. Okay, now let's go ahead and start blending that in. That is really full coverage. This concealer is supposed to mimic and kind of fake that you got your full 8 hours of sleep, which I definitely didn't. I don't know about you guys. I recently have gotten hardcore back into the game of Sims, and last night, I don't even want to talk about it. My Sims were fighting. It was a mess. So I was in bed all night just playing my games, as I often do. So it's nice to fake any sleep that we're not getting. Gosh, this is smooth, and it's blending like a dream. This has been out, so I'm really curious to know if you guys have tried it and what your reactions have been to it. Tell me honestly in the comments down below, how did you feel about the makeup? That is super smooth. It's not taking any effort to blend out, which I love. Let's go down the nose and hit up the chin as well. I do notice the illumination, and that really helps to reflect off your dark circles, just make it look a little brighter. This is also supposed to have blurring pigments in it, which it's not settling yet. I wanted to kind of let it sit for a second without powder and see if it creases too badly, and it's not so far. The concealer is also infused with aloe and chamomile, and that's supposed to, again, help reduce the puffiness, calm any inflammation, and there's a little boost of caffeine to really wake you up, which I think is kind of cool. So far, so good for me. I'm noticing very, very minimal creasing under the eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it now, because it's just really not creasing that bad. Taking a very small amount of translucent powder, extremely small, as compared to what I normally use, just to set that, but I don't want to bake it or overset it, because I want to see how this lasts on its own. So just a little bit. All right, so now it's time to set our foundation. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Perfecting Powder, and I have the shade Beige. Now, there are a total of 8 shades of this foundation. I do recommend you guys check out Walmart's selection. They actually have 4 exclusive shades that you're gonna wanna find there. Those shades are Ivory, Warm Beige, Mocha, and Tawny. So if you think you fall into those shade ranges, you're definitely gonna wanna go look at Walmart's selection, because they do have those exclusive shades just there. So I'm taking a clean brush with this. In the areas that I've powdered so far, I love that I'm still able to see a glow. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera, but I can see a flash right here when I move around. I see a glow, which is really nice. I do like to have a glow, but it makes me worry about how it's gonna last throughout the day, so I'm glad we're doing a wearing test. And this powder is talc free, which is fantastic. So hopefully we should not get any flashback. I really like the finish of this. I love how it is mattifying, but it's not matte. It is absolutely weightless. I cannot feel it. There's no cakiness. It feels extremely smooth. And this is just a little part I've noticed. I can still see my freckles on my nose through it, even though it's covering up my acne scars as well. You know what I mean? It's doing a good job of covering what I needed to cover, but your skin still shows through it, which can be really nice. And in case you were curious, it does have a mirror and a little sponge in the bottom. If you want to take it with you to travel, you could still apply it on the go. So just my first impression right off the bat, I do really like how this looks and how it feels and how quick it was to get the coverage that I like. I didn't have to layer in other foundations. I didn't have to place my concealer on my face, just underneath my eyes, and they did not crease that bad, and I hardly put any setting powder there. You guys know I normally thoroughly bake my under eyes because they get so creasy, but so far it has not been that bad, and I don't see any of my dark circles or puffiness. So I'm really excited about that caffeine and aloe element. I think it's really making a difference. Okay, so I just finished up my face. I just added a little bronzer, a little blush, and a smidgen of highlighter and my lip color, and yeah, that's it. So I'm going to wear this around today. I'm gonna come check back in with you guys, and right now I don't notice anything. I don't notice anything that I'm not liking just yet. I have no creasing in my smile lines, no creasing on the forehead, no creasing under the eyes, and you guys know creasing is my big issue. So fingers crossed it's gonna be really, really good. I'm excited for this. I have a good feeling just because so far I'm not noticing anything, but time will only tell. Time will be the judge today. So I'm gonna go continue on my day and I'll be back later tonight. This feels so weird. I never do these, but okay, I'll be back. All right, what's up guys? I am back. It's about a little after 7:30 and this is my face. I will say, I'm impressed. I promise I'm not just saying that. Okay, let's just talk about a few things. First, I really want to say, or I want to point out, is that my face, like my bronzer and my blush lasted really well today. And I think that had a lot to do with the primer that we used and of course the foundation. It stayed on really, really well. The only place that got a little worn off was right here. But when I'm editing and I was starting this video, I always go like this. Like I type with one hand and I kind of just always rest there. And I think that's exactly what I did. It actually made me kind of notice that maybe I need to stop touching my face so much because that could be a reason why I break out occasionally. But that's the only place that it really wore off. This side has been fine. My bronzer stayed on really nicely. Wow, I'm actually noticing how bad my mascara flakes. That's something I also did not realize until I did this video, but that's neither here nor there. Very minimal creasing in my smile line. It's worse on this one, but it's not the worst I've ever had. I do really like how much coverage the foundation and the powder give you together just on an instant application. I feel like that's why it didn't crease terribly, especially like under my eyes. There's no creasing under my eyes, hardly any, very, very minimal, and none on my forehead. And I think it's because you get so much coverage with your first application. The powder has really great coverage as well. And because of the amount of coverage that we got from it, I wasn't caking so much on that leads to that creasing and all that when you have too much makeup sitting in your smile lines and under your eyes. And yeah, I really have no issues with it. The one test I forgot to do that I want to do right now is a flash test because I meant to do that earlier and I forgot. No flashback. That's an awful picture. No flashback though. That's exciting. Wow, I look tired. I have really nothing bad to say about this foundation. I really don't. I still think it looks fantastic for as late as it is in the day. I also did not use any setting spray this morning. I do just want to say that. I did not use any setting spray. I wanted to see how it lasted on its own, and I'm pretty impressed. So you guys let me know your thoughts down below, and if you've picked this up already, let me know how you've been liking it. Again, you can pick this up at Ulta Beauty, Walmart, or flowerbeauty.com. I think my favorite thing is the concealer because my under eyes still just look really, really smooth and I don't see any darkness, and even though it's later in the day, there has not been any creasing or like moving around. I think it just looks really great. I think the rest of my makeup looks awful, like my eyeshadow and my brows are starting to fade, but other than that, you guys, it went really well for me. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the bottom box down below. Thank you to Flower Beauty for sending me these products to try out today, and let me know if we should do more wear tests because this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!